Hi, welcome to Pilates for your hips. Today we're going to focus on building strength and mobility in the hips. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. So hands are going to be shoulder distance apart underneath your shoulders, and then knees are going to be hip distance apart underneath your hips. And we're just going to take a pause here before we begin. We're going to send the left knee slightly back of the right, so the left knee is no longer underneath the hip. We're going to lift the shin and foot off the ground, pretend like it's a tail, and we're going to wag the tail out to the left as we look over our left shoulder. And then we're going to wag the tail across the center over to the right as we look over our right shoulder. And back and forth like this, inhaling on one side and exhaling on the other side. So we're starting off getting the hips moving. We're going to stay in neutral here. Arms still at the sides. Inhaling to prepare for the next movement. Exhaling, pressing the feet firmly into the ground and lifting the hips up to the ceiling. And then inhale, folding at the hips to lower back down. And then exhale, coming right back up. So the motion is happening at the hips, folding and opening, squeezing the glutes to open, and then releasing to tap the pelvis down. And if that was enough for you, then you're going to keep going up and down with that motion. Otherwise, we're going to start to do a little march. So we're going to float the right leg to tabletop. And then mindfully, we're going to lower that foot to the ground, being very aware of the transition as we switch to the other side. Lowering that foot to the ground, keeping up the height of your hips as we switch sides, bringing the knee over the hip, making contact with the floor, switching sides. You want to imagine someone's grabbing onto your ankle and gently pulling it away from you to create a length through the top of your body and perhaps a little lift of your lower trunk away from the floor. Making sure the pelvis is pointing straight forward. We're going to lift and lower the top leg. So it's an exhale to lift and an inhale to lower. So we're going to float that leg up again. We're going to flex the ankle and swing the leg forward. And then we're going to point the ankle and reach back. So maintaining integrity, pelvis upwards so we're not collapsing or sticking our ribs out as we reach back. We're staying tucked in at the ribs, pelvis pointing straight forward. So we're growing tall first, allowing those sit bones to sink towards the floor. Taking an inhale to pause, and exhale to bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, left arm comes up and over as you breathe out. Breathe in to grow tall. And then exhale to lower the arm. Other side, reaching up to open up the side body. And then open it further as you bend to the left. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale to lower. One more time on each side. Just going to spend a moment here bringing our awareness to our breath. So noticing how the breath comes into the body and out. And I also want to take a moment to thank you for joining me. You can stay here as long as you wish, focusing on your breath. Thanks again, and I will see you again soon.